beginning of June, even before the COVID resurgence, I told you we were looking at an incredible bull market in the great outdoors. People want to go on vacation in the summer, but social distancing makes normal vacations borderline impossible. We have a lot of free time on our hands. But if you, I was throwing around the football this weekend. I mean, what else, right? I'm just trying to get the dog to catch the Frisbee. But if you want to enjoy it outdoors, you need to avoid crowds. So you got to think in camping, boating. Remember, I got that 17-footer at my Boston Whaler. Riding an RV around the country, not yet. That's why I recommended Thor Industries in Winnebago, up 25% and 7% respectively since I got behind them. LCI Industries, which makes RV parts, that's up 19%. And it's why I told you to buy Camping World, up an incredible 50%. Yes, Marcus Lemonis. I also like Polaris for all terrain vehicles, ATVs, and Brunswick for boats. The former's actually down a bit. That concerns me. Ladder's only up 4% since we spoke to the CEO at the end of June. Brunswick's a buy. Again, all this was before the outbreak in the Sun Belt that's led to some catastrophic new case numbers. Some of the best beaches in America are now COVID hotspots. Remember, they were always, us at North, we were looking at these people having a great time at the beach and thinking, wow, man, they must be like kryptonite or something, you know? No, everybody's human, and the disease is national. Even if you think we'll get a vaccine sooner than expected, there's no way we'll have one by the end of the summer. Probably not by the end of the fall either. And that's why tonight I wanted to give you some more ways to play the great outdoors trade. Because even though most of these stocks are coming up big moves, I think they still got a lot more room to run. And as long as social distancing remains the order of the day, remember, social distancing and masks are the only things we have. Yes, pathetic. It's all we have. Let's start with Pool Corp, America's leading wholesale purveyor of pool parts, supplies, and maintenance equipment. This one's a double whammy. First, Pool Corp, that's an obvious COVID beneficiary. I mean, you really want to take a chance at a public swimming pool in this environment? Millions of Americans are stuck at home. And if you got the space, there's never been a better time to get your own pool. Second, even though, yes, and I'm conscious, it costs a lot of money. That's not the point of the piece, though. Second, even though the economy's in rough shape, we've got ultra-low interest rates, and that spurred a boom in home building. You better believe some of those new houses will have swimming pools. We know Pool Corp's doing well because they gave us a very bullish business update at the end of May, with the big demand for maintenance supplies and pool construction components. My own concern here, stock's already had a massive rise. It's up 40% for the year. And it just broke through $300, making another new all-time high today. And that's an issue because Pool Corp reports this Thursday. While I do expect a very good quarter, the expectations have gotten high. Don't already own it? Put a small position on, okay? Hopefully it pulls back before the earnings because there's some exogenous event and buy more. Next up, one of my absolute favorites is Tractor Supply, TSCO. You might not know these guys if you live in the city, but this is the premier farm and ranch retailer that's especially essential for gardeners like I am. And I say that I am a part-time gentleman farmer. Right now, gardeners are thriving because it's yet another COVID-safe hobby. Lately, Tractor Supply has become one of the best stories in retail. Like Pool Corp, it's got a big boost from a very positive business update at the end of May, though Tractor Supply's update was a lot more specific and a lot more bullish. Management told us they'd earned $245 to $265 per share in the second quarter. Analysts were only looking for $1.77. That is huge. Remember when that thing was wallowing around 60? 60, 70. Also, like Pool Corp, these guys report on Thursday morning. Stocks had a monster run, surging from 111 to nearly 145 the next couple of months. Analysts keep raising the price targets. We got two more boosts this morning from Stevens and Baird, my view. Trying to game this quarter's a mug's game. The stock's running up too much, but I think this company has a fabulous long-term record. If the stock dips, you need to pounce. Company's been making some major digital investments lately. They just relaunched their website. I think give you the next leg higher, even if the pandemic goes away. It's a buy. Hey, by the way, for now, look, you can put a small position on it again. I am concerned. I want you to top tick the darn thing. By the way, they also have vets in the store, and that is great for animal lovers. Third, let's not forget yet another one of my favorites, Yeti Holdings. The company makes all sorts of high-performance outdoor gear, especially coolers. I've got one. Anything you can use to drink, tumblers, bottles, mugs, everything you need for socially distanced tailgate party. I use the Yeti mug on the boat. It's fantastic if you go out in real cold weather. Now, I've been recommending Yeti since November of 2018. For a month, it came public. Back when the stock was at 17 change. Before the pandemic, it had surged to the high 30s. Then it plunged to the 15s in mid-March. People hated me then. That's okay. I'm Jimmy Chill. And then it made a stunning comeback. Now Yeti's a $45 stock, having just set a new all-time high earlier today. This thing is the picture of resilience, just like its devices. Back in May, Yeti pulled its full-year forecast and executed not one but two equity offering for its pre-IPO shareholders. Hated that. Hey, stock didn't skip a beat, though. At this point, their private equity sponsor has sold almost its whole position, which removes a major overhang. I think Yeti is perfect Perfect fit for the great outdoors thesis, although when you consider that the stock's nearly tripled from its March lows, big short position, all right, maybe buy some, and again, wait for a pullback. Remember, I'm blessing buying some. Oh, and if you bought Yeti on my recommendation when it was in the teens or 20s, you know, bulls make money, bears make money, hogs get slaughtered, sell part. No one ever got hurt taking a profit. I always say that. Longer term, this thing's terrific. It reports on August 8th. If it comes down, it probably will. Think about it. Finally, I got a new one. Newell Brands. Now, you probably think of these guys as the old Newell Rubbermaid, but a few years ago, the company merged with Jarden, picking up some major outdoor brands. Think Coleman for lanterns. I like the Coleman stuff. Stoves, tents, sleeping bags. I mean, hey, Bubba and Contigo for, I asked my wife today, how about Bubba? She didn't know what I was talking about. For outdoor drinkware. Camping AZ for barbecues. Stearns for flotation devices, rainwear, and hunting and fishing equipment. Not to mention Marmot for outdoor apparel. And, of course, they've got a ton of appliances, household products, especially for cooking. Bizarrely, Newell's been trading like a company with a lot of economic sensitivity. Stock tumbled from 20 in late February to 10 in March, and it's never fully recovered. Only rebounding to the mid-teens when it looked like the economy was making a major comeback. Some of that's because they make office and school supplies. Think Sharpie, Papermate, and Elmer's glue. Plus, when Newell reported in May, they told us that April was very weak and the second quarter would be very challenging. Hey, they de-risked it. However, Newell reports again in 10 days, and I'm betting the numbers will be better than feared. I think the weakness from the office and school-related business is already baked in. Wall Street's ignoring the potential strength in the company's outdoor brands. Oh, it doesn't hurt. Newell did a $500 million bond offering a couple months ago, meaning the cash situation should be fine. Now, if the company can simply meet the numbers and maintain its cash dividend, which currently yields 5.75%, stock will be too enticing to ignore. So I'm giving you my blessing to buy some of this, too. I love this theory, guys. I love the outdoors theory. Bottom line, because there's nothing else to do, right? Bottom line, in the summer of COVID, it's hard to go wrong with the great outdoor stocks because people are desperate for a safe way to do anything. And that's why I like Pool Corp, Tractor Supply, Yeti, maybe a weakness, and I'm willing to take a chance with the lagging, and some people think terrible, Newell Brands. But I said take a chance with IBM, and I was right there. John in New York. John.
Hey, Jimbo, I got my COVID breakout stock for you. Callaway stock. I was in the PGA store the other week, and it was 4 to 6 weeks wait on a set of clubs. Big high demand. What do you think?
Buy. I like your style, John in New York. I think you're very, very right, and that one is going higher. I need to go to Andy in New Jersey, please. Andy.
Hey, Jim, how are you? Booyah to you.
Oh, booyah, back at you.
Well, thanks. I'm a longtime listener, first-time caller, calling from Phoenix, South Jersey. Feel free to come down here and fish anytime.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'm Central Jersey. Go ahead.
Very good. All right. Just calling to wonder about Restoration Hardware. I bought some stock several years back for my IRA account.
Right.
After my shore house got hit by Hurricane Sandy, and I was impressed by their furniture. So RH has been really volatile to watch over the years. I'm usually a buy and hold kind of guy. It's lately gone up like a rocket, but it's also dropped.
Well, but Andy, it's gone up like a rocket because it's really great. You know, every time I buy... No, I don't buy jack. Every time my wife buys something, I send a picture to Gary Friedman because she is an RH person. And the reason why I know the quarter's going to be good is because I see the bills. Two funny men lying. Because I am a legendary Wall Street funny man. It's just a great company, and Gary Friedman's the best. And I just think the long-term goal is so right. I am a buyer of Gary Friedman, a buyer of RH. You stick with it. Let's go to Edward in Texas. Edward!
Booyah, Jim. How are you?
Booyah, Edward. I am doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for taking my call today. I'm calling in about Lumber Liquidator, LL. I purchased the stock back in 2015.
All right.
When after the formaldehyde controversy with the company. And since then, the stock has basically hovered between $10 to $20. It's gone up, gone down a little bit, but then it fell recently to under $5 with the recent COVID fear.
Right.
And now it has rebounded back to $18.
Well, here's what I have to say about that. Every dog has its day, okay? But you know what? I'm a quality guy. This stock just jumped, obviously looking like it's going to like 22, 23. But how about the Despot, Home Depot? How about Lowe's? What Marvin Ellison's doing there? Those are lifetime stocks. You buy some Lowe's, you keep going to the stores, they look good, the website's improving. I know it's a lot more dollar amount, but it's a lot better. We need quality. All right, it is the summer of the great outdoors like I've never seen. I like Pool, I like Tractor Supply, I like Yeti, and maybe even, yes indeed, Newell Brands. Much more Mad Money at. Pro sports are back and their COVID testing is top notch. Well, what does it mean for testing nationwide? I'm going to sit down with the guy who runs the best testing company, bar none, the BioReference Laboratories, owned by Opco. See what's going on. Then, are we finally seeing some differentiation in the bank stocks? I'm giving my take on the sector. And all your calls rapid fire in tonight's edition of the Lightning Round. So stay with Cramer.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @JimCramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.